all of the overlays and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
So it should.
Full bore.
Yeah. All right. We're here with Justin.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Justin. Flip. Justin, or Mystery Zoot on Twitch. Lead mod for Sabrina Solo now. Audio engineer, video guy, tech lover. And we're here with Sweaty today to come check out some behind the scenes stuff. He's gonna help me fix some of my amateur problems, and I'm gonna show him the stuff that I've fumbled through over the years. And to come in like MTV Cribs. The little project studio where me and Sabrina do our streaming, any of our music production, yeah, most of that stuff. Do a couple different clients here in Bisbee with audio. She does different clients for Bisbee and for video and stuff like that. We do all the streaming over here on this side. You can actually come around over here and I can show you exactly how her set up.
Dude, heels.
Heel up.
That's
heel up.
honestly crazy.
So we do, as you can imagine, we do tabs and lyrics on this side. She has full chat on this side, as well as event lists and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing that I was talking about.
Oh, 3D printed.
I call it the ugly because it is. So what the ugly is a controller for these two pedals. This top button will actually turn the harmony pedal on and off.
TC Helicon.
TC Helicon.
Yep, I'm seeing it. The hit button. Okay, I'm familiar.
So we're going there. And then these on the front, these control the Line 6 Helix, and they allow her to cycle through her presets.
And this is hooked up. You've printed it and it has connectors for MIDI here?
It has MIDI.
And this is power.
Yep, it has power, MIDI, and then it also is running, this is just a single tip ring sleeve type of connection into the pedal of this one. But what's controlling the MIDI is an Arduino Nano. And I went and found, like we talked about, pilfering through YouTube. It was
dude, that's so sick.
Look Mum, No Computer. If anybody ever wants to learn how to do that, you can look up the YouTube. His name is Look Mum, M-U-M. He's a British guy.
Yeah.
He builds analog synthesizers. He has a extremely informative how to convert MIDI from CC and any sort of coding that's in with the Arduinos.
That's sick.
So I had to go through and find what two notes are the up and down, and then that's all that really is. So she can cycle through all of this was made
presets,
so she could do it without ever stepping off of her pedals, because she didn't want to, and then you're having to try to like,
that's
so now she just slaps stuff up here and never has to.
So her hands that are already occupied also do,
And she can, and it's so much faster because she can in parts, da 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 da. She can accent with the harmony pedal the way that it's a lot faster with your strum hand to just do that.
Yeah.
And then these are, of course, arcade style buttons, which are rated at 7.5 million presses. So,
so it's just
it's literally what they.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so that was I think this is probably the most.
That's so cool.
Like this is what you 3D print for.
Yeah.
Like this is, and it took, the first one was made out of cardboard. It was the same chip and stuff, but it was a shitty cardboard thing full of duct tape. And once we went long enough like that, I printed version 1. Version 1 had improvements like they do. And so version 2, this is,
what is that?
It's to hold, you get them at a hardware store.
Hand massager?
You put them you get them at the hardware store, and it's to hold brooms.
Oh.
It's
literally.
literally.
What do you use it for?
And so what it does is it holds that whole thing to the mic stand.
Dude.
That's the way it just clamps on there.
Oh, I want to collab on something. Just build something. We don't even need to stream it. Like,
exactly.
Let's just collab on something. I love how
the kazoo is her main driver also.
with the magnet.
So we did a stream with our chat once, we spent over $100 in kazoos. We bought so many different types of kazoos. And when I tell you guys, what is it? American Science and Surplus, $1.25. They're the best ones.
They nailed it.
They nailed it. Metal. It's the cellophane, the size of the cellophane. It is the best kazoo on the market. I could show you a $30 kazoo and it sucks compared to this thing. So we had to buy like a 5-pack of these. As you can see, she chews down on them.
Yeah.
But the magnet is the important thing. So she can just throw it right there, and she always has a kazoo, and then never has to worry about a holder for it.
Oh,
so you just get one strong magnet.
Streamlining. You have so the laptop is running your two
This
monitors.
is just her exclusive.
Let me
rig.
ask you about something that you said, because I know her song list is vast. How many songs?
Like 1,300.
1,300 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know 13. So she'll have the chords and lyrics kind of as like refreshers, but she knows them.
Anything that she does, she has heard. She knows it. And
So it's all
everything's
tabs,
good here. You don't
right?
have to, this is all.
Okay.
Yeah, you're clear here. So yeah,
You saw me look away. I'm like,
I understand. I respect it. Looks like we're still. Oh, we're in your chat.
Dude.
We're still. This is left over from when we. So every time when we boot up, I come out, I turn the computer on. I have Google Chrome set to open pick up where we left off. So it opens everything back up. So then all I have to do is come in here and hit the back button, and we go back to our chat.
Yeah.
From whoever we rated from. And then we just leave all this like this. This is what she sees. She sees the events. She sees chat. She sees, because we have to split these two events because we use two different services for our money versus all the other stuff.
Yep.
Because of the way, shit works. But yeah, and then if it's on the list, she knows it. And there's a lot of stuff that if she's heard it, if you fucking know it, if you could sing part of it in a bar, and a couple drinks, then she'll take a sharp at it. She'll pull up this and go,
fucking.
as long as there's no crazy chords, she's like, oh yeah, fuck it, let's try it.
Yeah, she just kind of goes through the chords, like, oh, F sharp, not too crazy, D sharp, not too crazy, boom, we're good. D minor, yeah.
She doesn't do live learns.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what that is. That's what she's doing, but she doesn't do the thing.
She doesn't advertise that she's going to learn this live in front of people. She just already is close to knowing.
She just goes through it once, and it's like, there you go. Was that good? So yeah, and then sometimes she'll pull up like a notepad down there to leave notes for herself or something like that. But this is also 3D printed mouse pad that is in a Hercules tablet holder.
Oh shit!
Because that is not as purchasable as you would think. That as you know, like specialized little shit, man. You gotta
for your height, for your this, and you already have a stand for that.
What's holding this was an old tablet stand. That's what these arms are from, and then it's just mounted. And so then we use a face cam on the feet.
Elgato, foot and face.
Gen 2. Yeah, it's one of the newer ones. And then
are those 4K? They are, right?
No, they're not. That's not one of the
Oh, that would be the Elgato 4K.
Yeah. Blue.
This is perfect. Well, hold on. What about the dog?
What about the dog? Dog butt. now turn back around. Now, make up your mind.
Oh, yes. Hi.
But yeah, so the face cam there, and then like I said, we're running the OBSBot 2 Tiny as the main cam in the ring light.
He's so little.
That's it. Just because we used to have that. We used to have the 6400 in there, and that looked right. It was a big thing with a front facing screen, and it looked. And then whenever we started streaming again, I was like, I'm not using any of this bull. I'm doing it as simple as possible. And so I like screwed that thing up into that ring light, and I'm like, this just looks ridiculous. Like this just looks like gross overkill of stuff. And
look. The necessary fan. You always need a fan somewhere.
It's usually always on, and I turned it off because it has a little bit of a. But when we're live, she's got to have.
Servo fan comes down from Redeem, turns on, blows her hair.
That would exactly.
Arduino, servo. You want to buy a donation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Something worth that time.
Redeem epic hair flips.
And then like a closer shot too,
exactly.
Her face, and it puts like a car in the background.
And I've thought about replacing that with the new face cam, the new one they got that has like the fucking lens on it and stuff.
I haven't seen that yet.
I was like, oh shit.
Elgato does a great job.
They don't even mess around.
Yeah,
like I literally
what
just take my
you need
money.
to stream, it's just like it is it. Especially right, they started with the Stream Deck, and I've seen other people make stuff, and it's just like Elgato nailed it.
They did
with this, and
as they keep refining it, your multi actions, like the key, like they keep developing it.
Yeah.
Like,
which is good. I mean, I there are things I want to be able to do. I wanted to talk back and forth to StreamerBot. So right now, you can set a button from your. You can set a button to do a command in StreamerBot, right? So that's great. StreamerBot does so many things. It opens so many worlds. So I can press a button in StreamerBot, but I cannot use StreamerBot to press a button on Stream Deck. So when I'm out of my house, my favorite button on my entire Stream Deck is my OBS button, because it used to just open the application OBS. Now it opens OBS. It opens, it'll open my StreamerBot. It'll open this. Yep. With delays to make sure that everything opens and loads.
And I would crash one.
Dude, we are the same person.
Yeah. Yep. Again, there's so many different ways to do this stuff, and there is so many specializations. I've helped a lot of music, because as you know, music streaming is not the same as IRL, not the same as gaming, not the same as cooking. Bro, we took a HelloFresh activation and did the whole thing and did the cooking stream and all that. That was another one of those things that like leveled up our life. Was like, I got to do. That's why I bought the Rhodes.
Gotcha.
I'm sitting there thinking one day, and I'm like, how are we gonna talk? How am I gonna talk when I'm in the kitchen and not like, I gotta get I gotta get those things I see everybody have. And it was just like, I gotta get this, and this. And it's like these little additions of things, and they help you, but like each avenue is so specialized that like, there's a lot of stuff that a musician, you've got to find another musician streamer that is doing it even kind of in the same, because if they're too far from the reserve, if they're using Streamlabs or something like that, it's slobs, and you're using OBS, like there's a disconnect of like, well, just download this plugin, man. Exeldro, bro, he's got you, and it's like, I don't know how to do that. So it's like, there's a lot of stuff that's like so specialized, and we've helped a few people, but like, honestly, it's just not common to, it's not common to find people that know what any of this crap does or why it's important.
Well, especially in a small town like this, it's so cool to meet up here and do this, because Bisbee, and the thing it is, like, it's a small town, but it draws that talent, like per capita. It really, really does. Out of nowhere, like, you'll have these crazy musicians, and then you'll have another streamer that's like a wildly, you guys are a big deal stream. As much as you're going to want to or not admit that, you guys are a big deal stream. You're awesome at what you do, so rightfully so. But like, for you to be like, yeah, we've worked with Sushi Dragon, and we were on this after Ari at home, and we're on Insta or however you guys know him, and it's just like, I don't know how I haven't heard of you, but I don't get on Twitch anymore to watch Twitch streamers. Unfortunately.
I don't either. Yeah. And honestly, it's one of those things that like, when we came back into it, we were in such an unhealthy spot that when we came back to it, that was part of the things, is that it's like, I can't care. I have to draw these things and like checking in on you, checking in on like other, like there are a few other people, especially during Warcraft. I'm a World of Warcraft fan. I'm not a big enough fan to pay the extra money for the early access, but I'm biting my nails for the next day or two until I can play my damn expansion. So it's like, I'll check in and I'll get Twitch drops. But it's like, I don't follow, and even when we were in the culture, we weren't. And there's a part of that that's a reciprocation, and we know that there is a negative return on that, because whether you like it or not, people are like that. They're petty, where it's like, well, you didn't come into my stream, I'm not going to come in here. It's like, fine, I would hope you live your life, and you only are in my stream if you want to be.
Right. Yeah.
I hope you are living your best damn life wherever you are, and if it happens to be here, that's awesome. But like, so it's like having that healthy balance of not checking stuff and not being involved. That's what's made it still is invigorating as it is.
Well, y'all, the thing is, behind the scenes, to make something like this work, you guys put in so much time, effort. That's your time and effort off the stream, and you're putting this in. Like, you don't have time to go mess around with that. And if you do, you are literally taking it from something else that makes all of this. Like
All of that stuff, yeah.
I have a cool studio, dude. Like if I lift the veil a little bit of humility,
Yeah.
my fucking studio is cool.
Yeah, your gaming shots are like they're textbook, bro. They're everything.
This is like
they're the three colors in the background. It's sharp as shit, and it's blurry. I see your f-stop. It's just like.
I worked hard on that, but
Yeah.
game recognized game, man. This is
Real recognized real.
real recognized real. This is really cool. I mean, so like I geek a little bit over all this because I've never seen anybody like play drums backwards like that. I'm trying to think of a time maybe when I have, but I don't. Definitely not two. Right? It'd be like one little kick drum, and they're doing that on stage, maybe. The TC Helicon, I use a Voice Live 3 Extreme that I've pulled apart and had to resolder and put back together. Like, this stuff is like kind of really near and dear to my life, but hooking up another PC to monitor what you're doing, but now you have the two monitors. This is with a laptop exactly what I did inside of my
We thought I was like so proud of when I was like, wait, 2 TVs, she's got 2 verticals, and I just used one industrial TV roll around. You know, it's made for like a 40-inch to like roll around a conference room, and I was like, wait, 2 of them. I was so proud of myself because, as you know, aspect ratio of getting this, it's just like that's the game. But yeah, it's been a slow 6 years.
As you saw my stream PC. My stream PC is vertical, and I don't know many people that do that. And I'm like, why? It's so good.
Exactly.
I love it. I'm sure I could get used to horizontal if I had to, but
the only reason why I can still pull off horizontal over here is because I finally splurged and got a 4K. My main monitor is actually 4K, so when I run OBS, I can actually squeeze over and get my.
Look at this, Chad. Look, we're on. We're on the show. I shouldn't be such a nerd right now about this.
No, dude,
I've never been
I'm glad someone can nerd
in my
so
life.
before we even leave her spot, then. So what's going on here is I think it's like a 22-inch DW pancake kick.
Pancake.
Pancake. It sounds fucking incredible, like considering it's not a kick.
Yeah, how are you miking this? Is it this rolling?
They are triggers. So what we got going on here. A Roland TR30K and a Roland I think the 30D HR. So this one is a dual zone for snares. You can do rim clicks and stuff like that with it if you want to.
Oh, I see.
But I have it set up to where it's got both of the same.
Yeah, because she's not doing.
Right. So those are going over here to the Roland TM2. The TM2 is an industry standard for kick and snare. There is almost no, if you go to any arena, and if there is any drummer up there, you can bet the farm that their kick and their snare are going off into a TD2. And so there's the kick.
Yep.
And then the snare.
There.
So what you're hearing on the stream is a curated set of kick and snare.
That's awesome. But they're like default presets almost from this, or can you load in?
You can load in your own waves. You can load in whatever you want.
Oh, that's
so yeah,
cool.
you can really get creative with it. It's kind of a set and forget thing for her. That unit flies in the rack with us when we do live shows, because miking is such you can't trust it. And so whenever we can go to these bigger shows, having that thing, and it has bottom end, it's got a real sub frequency.
So y'all bring this out. I mean, this is musicianship. I want you to know what the difference between a real musician and me is, okay? I'm serious. They load this stuff out, cables, triggers, trigger, the
module,
actuator, module, and I'm sure a bunch of other shit, the guitars, they bring it out, and they run sound. I would never. I'm a singer for a reason. I'm a lead singer for a reason. I'm like, no, I don't want to play guitar. No, I don't want to. You seeing me like I brought an acoustic over today? That took everything in me to be like, all right, I'll grab it. That's the stuff that's like, I used to listen to and read books from a guy named Brian Tracy, and just like an older dude, very inspirational, wise with money stuff, and like I took a few things from him, but one of them is like, being an adult is just doing the things that everybody doesn't want to do. Like being a proper adult is doing, and being a proper musician is doing all this stuff. I look at my drummers and shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a hand, but like I don't want to be the guy that's like responsible for getting all this set up because I can barely be responsible for learning the freaking songs. Or writing that, dude.
And knowing yourself. That's the other thing too, though. Like that's a big part of it.
Knowing yourself is big. But I'm learning this stuff too because there's so much value to it. It's like, to be undeniable starts with being undeniable to yourself and getting past that. So it's like, okay, I can just be exactly what I am. And like, yeah, I can buy 8 cameras, but like it's gonna come to a point where I can't afford a camera. Am I gonna bring a camera and have a better thing going on? And I'm learning to become that person. Unfortunately, I'm 39. I see people like, I see you and Sabrina going across the country and driving to here and finding this town and just digging your heels in and making it work is so inspiring. It's so inspirational. Dude, it's great.
That's awesome.
It's great to see people doing it because it makes you go, you know what? I'm seeing that the way the world works is if I put in that hard work that they put in, or even part of it, I can kick ass like this.
Yes. And that's honestly what, not to full circle it, but that's what even streaming showed us too. Was because it was like, okay, well, if you put the work, I can get on a thing about like diminishing returns, and I'm sure you even know that because it's like, does another camera make it better?
Right.
Does it makes it better for me, so it might make it better. There's arguable of that, but does the quality really matter when you can look at faceless streamers that have X amount? It's like, it actually doesn't have to do with that. There's all these weird things, you know, and it's like, yeah, it's awesome to hear that. It's inspirational, and that's all we're hoping to be. And like that's all we took from it was like, oh shit, wait, you could do, you can do that. You don't have to. The analogy, the first thing that really unlocked for us, we were live gigging, and when we started streaming, we had the analogy of streaming being a bus. Are you good?
I even muted.
That streaming would be like a tour bus.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we go live, 3 new followers. Okay. 3 people got on the tour bus. When we go live next week, those 3 people get the notification, so they're reminded. Where it's like, where in real life, if I left the town, the 3 people that I met in Bisbee aren't in Douglas.
Right.
So like I've left them, and we were like, wait. So like every time we go live, we're keeping the same people. We don't get that in music. We don't get the luxury of like knowing that the same people are going to come back to the same place in the same city. That's not the way that works. So it was like, I think it's an unfair advantage we have to like look at it like this. And so then whenever COVID hit, that was like, we were already affiliate. We knew what we were doing by the time COVID hit. And it was like, then all the other musicians started scrambling, trying to figure out how to stream because they didn't have a venue to play in anymore. So they had to go online, and we were already 4 to 5 months ahead of them. And in the game of the difference between 12 viewers and 50, you're sitting way ahead of them, and they're just not gonna, so we lucked out literally of just trying it before, and it was a necessity. We were in an area of the country where we weren't getting the gigs we wanted. So it was like, let's just make them ourselves. So. Yeah.
Dude, this is cool. I've never even thought of it that way. I never even thought of it that way, where like you're keeping your
you get to bring them back. You don't lose
you're
them.
Worldwide every time, so like the whole world can come back at any time.
And our first like big supporters were in like Germany and stuff like that. So it's like that also broke down this stuff that we couldn't really conceive before. Right. We're like, how do you like what? Like this German guy is just like throwing money at the channel and he's loving it, and and again at the time it was during COVID and people weren't getting live music, and if you watch the stream, it's like especially nowadays it's a little more fine-tuned like a live show, and it's like you can get your rocks off if the law wouldn't let you go to the bar, you can get your rocks off with this and say this is live music. You know, so I think it served a lot of people really good, and like we told you, we had some people that once the COVID restrictions opened, they went back to their life.
Yeah.
It was the people that would go to watch the Eagles or Fish or the Grateful Dead, and like they had money to spend on music, and now that they can go do it, he threw us a $200 dono, and he was like, "This is the best few years I've ever had on the internet," and we never saw him again. Just got Fish tickets.
Yeah.
This is the best 2 years I've ever had on the internet, and we're like, "Oh look, all right." So in my mind, that's a real music lover though, because he's like, "This is cool, man, but this isn't."
Yeah.
This isn't
the live.
This isn't the real thing. So I love you guys, but now that I can go back out there, I'm gonna go back out there. You know, so it's like we understand and respect that. But
of course.
So now here's this thing.
I got to get you guys working with Seth.
We know Seth.
I know he just bought 3 OBSBot Tail Air 2s from Multicam. He's got a lot of things that I think I would like to link you guys up. I don't know how it would help.
We are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we did a little bit of work with him and have done some stuff with him. So yeah, he's in the thing. As soon as he needs my help, he knows exactly where to call.
What did you hit?
Okay, so
to turn the background on.
This is controlling all of the video stuff.
Okay. APC-40.
So the APC-40 is another industry standard. You'll see this at all sorts of festivals with controlling. So what I'm controlling, that controller is controlling Rosalium. Rosalium 7.0, 7.13.2 to be exact. Again, arena level stuff. You can do multiple, easier to pull my mouse over here. You can do multiple pages of all these different backgrounds. I have all sorts of different stuff. I have a holiday scene where all the stuff is just Christmassy and looks like that. Inside of all these things, you also have, like if we do this and come in for my second layer, I have my second layer. I can do affect the color. So I have all of my color wheel. I can.
You spend a lot of time on this, dude.
You know exactly what, and it's a lot of MIDI.
Well, I mean, I know
mapping
a little, but like I actually don't because I've never done any of this. I understand. So this is almost like a turntable, but visual.
It literally is. And so I've got up to 12 layers.
And so
I can do.
Your layers over there, it says layer 5, layer 4, layer 3. Those translate to these sliders.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
So now we're looking at layer 1. And now we're going to look exclusively at layer 2.
And so you can choose, the song she's playing, you know what the layers are, you can choose to go straight.
And I find the vibe.
That is, what the fuck, what is that? That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh man. Like all the best shit has a producer there behind the scenes.
There's a fifth Beatle in everything.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the industry secrets is that whenever me and Sabrina got together, she would like show me stuff, and she's like, how the hell are they doing this? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you, the audio you hear is not the audio that's going on. There's probably 6 boom mics just out of that frame, and then they got gobos and lights and stuff blinding that railroad track. I get it. It looks quaint and like there ain't nothing going on, but you need to understand that that's part of the trick. Is that good engineering makes it look effortless. And one of my professors told me like really early on, he's like, if you do your job right, you will never get noticed. Right?
That's rough, dude.
So like if you're at a show and I'm mixing my ass off and it is like I'm hitting on all cylinders and it is the best show I've ever mixed.
Yep.
Those people will say, I've never heard Unkle Daddy sound so good. Yeah. However, if I fuck around and mix that fader wrong and some feedback comes up, they're gonna turn around and look right the fuck at me. Yeah. You didn't cause that. So if it's good, it's not me. If it's bad, it's me. Yeah. It's a weird spot that the engineers are in to where it's like, you don't really get, that's why the me's and you's, I'm assuming every once in a while you do go back and you do sound fucking great. Because like it's an unthanked thing. I just want you to know you killed that snare drum. Because that can keep somebody going for quite a while considering we get no recognition. And like I said, you want to be in the shadows, and the engineers that work their way to the top of that industry, they're invisible. That's why we wear all black. I don't want to be seen. It's a mentality of being invisible and not leaving a trace and cleaning up your code and like all. It's a very.
How does that all feel being kind of a kick-ass drummer as well? Because You play drums and you have a blast. You were like more fun to watch than anybody else on stage when you get in the pocket and you're grooving. Like, how does that duality of self exist within you?
It's a facilitation of things. I've learned how to, other than like a brass and woodwinds in real life, I've learned to fumble fuck my way through a lot of instruments to be able to get the job done. And in a day and age of like that keyboard over there, that native complete control, like that thing over there has every instrument you ever want.
Yep.
So to some degree, I can get the idea across the finish line. And it's like, that has become a, because I've always drummed, but it's been serious for about 4 years.
You're good.
Thank you. This thing, the Stream bought me this.
Thanks, Stream.
Thank you guys. Me and Sabrina wanted to start doing duo streams.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be on drums. And
you got the soft boxes up there.
Yeah, the old apertures that don't, fucking waste of money. But yeah, so we wanted to do these drum streams, and it was like I could either buy, X amount on a drum and then Y amount on all these microphones, or I just buy one of these TDs that I've wanted since I was a kid.
These are so cool.
I remember seeing them when I was
and the mesh ones too, especially.
Yeah,
those are
they are.
Yeah.
It's the best, one of the best snares that they make, and this ride is also, all of them are chokeable. So they had, like, you can actually choke the cymbals.
Shout out to choking.
Shout out to choking. Shout out. But yeah, so it became a thing that then I was able to get a lot of ideas out. So whenever we track stuff, I will run the stereo out of this, and then I will also run MIDI out of it. So I'm tracking all of the MIDI for it as well as the overall mix. And then once we get into actually doing stuff, a lot of my drums I retrack in MIDI anyway, so I'm using Steven Slate drums for that stuff, like most of the stuff that you hear.
So you get whatever sound you want out of it, and then maybe a little quantization?
That's it, yeah, that's exactly what I do. Absolutely, absolutely.
I said nothing.
Real talk. You wanted industry secrets. Yeah, see, the secret is you don't quantize it right to a grid. There's actually, there's literally a humanization process.
Slider, yep. Yeah. There's so like, give me like 69% humanization.
Exactly. You got it, man. I'm pulling the veil back. I'm not, and because logistically, it's like, if what it's about is just the deliverable, and because there has been some things to where it's really cool, because it actually, honestly, it just happened last week. So there was a song on the last EP we did called Death, Etc. And it's like, it was like 10 to 15 BPM out of my range. Like, we made it and I was like, this is the drum part that's going on it. I'm not gonna waver on it. I don't give a shit that I can't play it live right now.
Yeah.
This is the drum part that it needs. So this is what I'm shipping. So I shipped it, and then lo and behold, like the other day she went to start into it, and I just like kicked into it, and I still had like, I was only at like 65 or 70%. I was like, oh, I've just gotten better. Oh, crazy. Like, wow, like that it was the first time that it really was that much of an example of, before I was 5 BPM behind. I was chasing and I couldn't quite find the one. I was trying to get back on top of it, and it's like, now I was so far ahead of it. She's like, Jesus, you're going too fast. And I'm like, oh, whoa, I can slow down.
You're like Neo in the Matrix. One-handed.
Oh, whoa. It's so like, those, I think there's a part of that where that's why I'm okay with it. I had heard Braun from Mastodon say that once, to where he's like, the studio is the studio, and the studio is where we make this thing the way that we want it to sound. And a year and a half from now, you guys will hear the bar band watered down equivalent of how we made it happen. But I'm not worried about that right now. Yeah. Like, I can't be worried about how it's gonna happen later to sacrifice the idea now.
No, of course. You shouldn't jettison anything that you can do within reason. There are, I'm gonna give you a line, because I love to look at how we should act on a thing or produce a thing, or it comes from mechanical for me. So I would take like a bolt, right? And if you screw this bolt in, let's just say this bolt is like holding a thing on, right? You screw this in all the way and you crank it down and you go too hard, you're gonna snap the bolt head off. Right. Okay, well, what's just before that? You're gonna stretch the threads. Well, what does that do? It makes the bolt actually fall out. Oh, so over tightening makes the bolt fall out because things are vibrating. okay, interesting. That looks like if you don't tighten it at all, the same thing that would happen. So there's this confusing part where it's almost the same result of something you don't want to happen. And then if you get, so like you start to learn like, okay, if I tighten it to this spot, it does this. If I tighten it a little bit too much after 3 years, it's gonna come loose and fall out. But if I don't tighten it at all, it's just gonna fall out right away. So it looks similar, but I know what the effects are from that. I love learning mechanical and then utilizing that extreme hyperbole to say, okay, now I understand what's gonna happen if I go a little too tight or if I go a little too loose, and why we need to use torque wrenches that are properly calibrated. I don't need to get into all of that too far, but in this instance, when we get into the recording studio, there is overproduction in a way that maybe you could, arguably the art part of it, which is subjective, you can overproduce something. Here, I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn this. Arguably, the art part of it, you could overproduce, and it's like, oh, that just sounds too compressed and too over. And Led Zeppelin wouldn't have done it. That's all subjective, like whatever. Literally. What I personally really don't love getting into is adding like horns and a background choir and then all this stuff and then not being able to do it live.
Exactly.
If the best part of the song with a really big part of the song,
if the lick you can't do, dude, don't do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
There is a line where there's that's a very interesting point because you can't, because then you're false advertising. I don't know if we had told you the whole story about the whole Tony and the Kiki thing.
No.
Like, so when they asked us to open for that show, we were like, hell yeah. And then we immediately go like you're supposed to do, you do your due diligence and you accept it and you go on Spotify and you look them up and you listen to the music and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, these guys are fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then you kind of cater your set list to what you think is gonna, whatever. So we see that, we go on Spotify, and Tony and the Kiki was a full 5-6 piece. There was, when we were listening to the songs, there was full horns, full everything. So,
interesting.
Yeah, so we see this and I'm like, gulp. And Sabrina's like, well, we don't want to be I don't want to be the limp dick 2-piece that doesn't have a full sound, because we're just drums and guitar.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even use the octaver all the time when we're doing that. So it's there's not a lot of bass. It's a little more just loud. So it's she's like, maybe we should and then Derek ended up being, he's like, oh, okay, well, this works. We'll make a full band sound.
Yeah.
We'll get Derek, and then Rich always wants to play bass with us, so we'll just get that.
Rich is the man.
So we whip this shit together real quick, so we're not the little band, and then we find out the day before that they tour as a duo. And that was kind of the reason why they asked us as a duo, was because it was going to be duo, and then it's like, oh, well, I didn't get the memo. I did my due diligence and saw that you guys were a full band, and I wanted to make the night a full night.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna, let's ramp
Did
it.
they say anything about that?
No, they loved it. They were totally cool about it, but it was just the funny thing about
the night was great.
About not knowing and false advertising, and not knowing what you're getting whenever.
You reverse false advertising. True advertising.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It was crazy, but it all worked out great. They were really sweet about it, and everybody.
Oh,
really
they were
it.
so cool. I really enjoyed that a lot, and the chat was like, dude, that dog is as chill as possible right now.
My old dusty studio dogs.
Oh, yeah, get the belly, get the...
Yeah, they're the best.
That was not last night. Last night was Midnight Beach Club that we went to see. And then there was another act at the Grand, Expats,
Fatigo and Alex Wilkerson and them.
Okay. That's the name of it? And Them?
And Them. That's
actually really cool.
No, it's perfect. That's because his band changes all the time. So he never has to change. He is literally 5-headed the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can't be any more politically correct, and you can bring that band in and out as much as you want, and it's just them. Let's give them a hand. And it's
fantastic.
You can't. I was like, wow, Alex, that's actually, that is 5-headed. That's so good.
Look at even the yaw pitch on this chat that's on here. Little things like this that maybe some people even like me that know about it, and I'm like, I don't want to put in the effort. That looks so freaking good, dude. That's so cool. I mean, what a production, man. like I said, it's rare. I walk into a studio and I'm like, oh, holy shit, I'm blown away. That's a streaming studio.
Right, yeah.
Also pretty rare that I walk into a streaming studio and go like, I want to do what they're doing. I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore.
Hell yeah.
That's really
I'll
cool.
show you so it's a.
And do you have DaVinci on this computer?
I don't think I have it on this one.
If she does,
She does.
what you can do is just either full screen this, right click and go to full screen, and then take a screenshot of it, or you might already have one. Does that camera pretty much always stay there? But it moves.
Yeah,
and
that's the problem
too?
is that the beaters move, and it does. Like, there's times whenever like the dog will come out and they'll freaking bump it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like
the only thing is, like, you see the sides of the drums, like that side where it's reflective.
Yep.
And you got a little bit more space, and then here you got a little bit more space. We could make something, and then all you have to do is take a second to kind of scoot it over or resize it slightly to make sure that that mask covers it. But it will be perfect for right now. And like, I don't have to make it go all the way to the side so you start seeing green. I can just make it so you see that inner hoop of this.
Right.
If you want, you could still see through the kick drum. I think that's what you want, because that's actually kick ass.
Yeah, that's part of the. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, hey,
So-
garlic burp. What's up?
So really, it would just be garlic burp in the chat, dude. Really, it would just be probably the outer hoop then, and then the outside hoop of the snare. Is it a piccolo?
It is. It is a Vic Firth piccolo snare. It's
yeah.
an old boy. And then we also have
Do you have any issues? That looks perfect to me.
this one. Yeah, this one actually rocks pretty well. Like it because I mean that green is way better than.
Yep.
I did just recently redid this ripstop, the stuff on the floor, because as you can see, this other is it's more brown because it had been sun stained and all that sort of stuff. It used to be that bright green, but so I just bought some more ripstop, and that really cleaned up the foot cam some to get it as close as the face cam. But the face cam does really well.
So.
I'm just
I mean,
like
dude,
way
that's-
taller than her.
That's like perfect. Really, the only thing I see that even matters that much is going to be the inner rim of the kick drum.
Right.
And we can make that little slice, like a crescent slice, really easy to move around. And we could do the outer if you want. I can really easily make you a proper sized, aspect correct mask.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
That you put before your green screen.
Right.
So it just says, don't even try to touch this. That's going to stay visible no matter what. Then you green screen everything else the way it's doing it. So it'll still have the inside of the hoop of the drum and everything.
Yeah, brilliant. So now, this is also, I'm a Pro Tools advocate. I am Pro Tools certified. I sold my soul to Avid. But there are some things do better. And Ableton Live is what I use live.
Okay.
Sampling, that's where I have
Control. I love it. So you just memorize what these are.
I just know what all these are. They're my things. Kick, snare, guitar, vocal, reverb, delay, tap tempo. Nice. So if I sit, so all that is all this, and of course this is all cued to. This is my Ableton controllers, and then these are my This is my Rosaliem controller.
You have one PC running all this?
Yes.
Wow. So you're running Ableton up here.
Yep.
What through? So you all
four of these monitors are the same, but it's all the same PC. Yeah, it's this NZXT down here with a workhorse 3060 still. This is one of the things that I was talking about the other night. So for a while I was running the protocol NDI network direct injection. I don't fucking know what it stands for. It's a video protocol.
Yep, I know NDI.
Yeah, so the thing is it since it's through the network, it incurred latency.
Yes.
I had too much latency to do to hit with her to do stuff. I couldn't be with her. I was 2 seconds behind, and I couldn't even anticipate. It was far enough like that. So the workaround for this was all add another monitor, make my preview a full screen, and then the background here is just the screen capture of this monitor.
Interesting.
So it kept it all internal, and it made it so much more responsive.
What were you running NDI? I'm confused what you were running over the network. Is that a different PC?
No, but Rosalium, I was sending the video feed
through NDI.
Yes.
To OBS.
Yes.
So instead, you're just full screening it over there,
and then just share, and that's just a screen. It's literally a fucking desktop. It's like a screen share of that. Yep. That cut out
the NDI.
So many resources, and it was like, it's more responsive, and it also gives, because she doesn't see the stream. She has, from the beginning, we have never wanted to know how many people are in chat, and she never wants to see what's going, she's like, I don't want to see if I do something fucking stupid. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So, but in turn, there's times whenever her not knowing what's going on in the background, it lends to whatever the thing is. And there's also some stuff where whenever she has to do math, it's like, math is hard, and I'll do stuff like that. So I bring that thing up, and she knows, then she can see over there. So before, she was kind of just she would watch the VOD and go, oh, that's cool, I've never seen that. She had no idea what I was doing behind her. She can't see
at least now out of the corner of her eye.
She can kind of see what vibe I'm doing. She can see what the speed is.
I love that.
All that kind of stuff. And it also, like I said, it saved so many resources.
You ever use these for the stream?
No.
Never. Just for recording and then mixing.
Recording and mixing. Yep. I mute everything there. Everything in here is headphones. The only thing you hear is her screaming and the guitar, because you don't even...
the guitar's all in the box.
Everything is in the box.
Amp. Yeah.
Everything is in the box. Yeah. You do hear those, you know what I'm saying? But you don't hear
Oh, cool.
Everything, we joke about our neighbors that they just, once a week, Sabrina's out there, just screaming in the fucking shed, and we don't know what she does, but I guess, whatever. But yeah, so these are only used for mixing and stuff. And I actually got these before I went to Berkeley. I have had these. This is the oldest piece of equipment. I've had unfortunate things happen to me. I've had kick doors happen a few times, and I've been in the wrong place at the right time and been fucking with the wrong people. And I've learned my lessons. But this was one of the things that they were with a friend when I moved, and it just happenstance ended up being one of those things to where 10 years later, he was a state away from me, and he was like, hey man, you do know I still have your Mackies, right? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I want to kiss you. That is so fucking awesome. So yeah, I've mixed thousands of songs on these fucking speakers.
So you moved a lot throughout your life, huh?
We've been on the go, yeah. Well, and I was very, I was I don't want to say vagrant in a bad way, but I was definitely a person who lived out of my backpack. I was homeless for a while. That me and the dog in the van, and we made it happen. But now that we are in a place where we can acquire things, and I don't have to worry about my clientele doing the things that they're gonna do. It's again, I've been in it in a while, and I can go down all sorts of horror stories and why some why some stereotypes are true. It's I just was a victim of a lot of them in the industry. So it's but when you know, and you try to correct course. So now I don't really fuck with anybody. I have a couple clients here in town. I am blessed enough to call Philip Bino, a good friend of mine, he's the bass player for Steve Vai.
Whoa.
And he's actually a Bisbee resident here also, and we both went to Berkeley, and so when we met, it was a thing where it was this, we had the special handshake, and it was oh shit. He's then I want you to do my stuff, so he's one of the projects that I'm in the middle of.
Dude, that's actually sick.
Of doing with him, and he's a super sweet guy, super close to my heart, and it's that thing too about how serendipitous it is whenever you like somebody of his caliber, you move to a little town like Bisbee, and then like a lot of our conversation is about Pro Tools. It's like, how weird is it? It's just as weird for me to have somebody like that in my small town as it is for him to have a certified Pro Tools engineer in his small town. So when he calls me at like 10 o'clock, he's like, hey, my ISO buffer's all fucked up. Like I gotta track. And so I can like walk him through stuff. And it's like, that's what I live for that shit, man. That's like that fills my cup, is being able to help somebody through something. And if I can do it like Galaxy Brain, just without even opening Pro Tools, and I can just like walk him through it, then I feel so good. The dopamine is so good. I get off the phone and I'm like,
That's why I love when people ask me shit about like OBS and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'll stop what I'm doing right now, because like typically when I'm streaming and doing stuff, like interruptive steamrolling things can bug me a little bit. Like you're on a topic, we're doing this whole tour, and someone comes in and they're like, what's the difference between, you know, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. But but like sometimes people come in and I'll be like having a heartfelt conversation with someone I just met, and they're like, how do you put a filter on? And I'm like, I'll be back.
Hold on. I gotta take this call. Hold on.
I was born for this.
My boy. But yeah, so we over the years, I'll extend this stuff out.
The color coding.
I've gotten
dude.
Oh, dude, I've gotten. I'll even say this: inside Pro Tools has even. That's part of my little isms, is that like I'm so visual. And I have standardized protocols for things that are visual, that are color cues and stuff like that. One of the last Pro Tools updates allowed you to color code inputs and outputs.
I remember that.
And it's like, I don't even have to like read anymore. I'm literally putting colored dots together, and it makes music. And it's like, that feels the most right, you know? And like, so I try to have color-coded protocols on things.
So Doc Holliday, this is Justin of Sabrina's solo show. He's the man both behind and in front of the scenes. You never really know, but
it depends.
He runs all this, and then Sabrina does and runs all this. Feet and hands, and I think he's using feet and hands with all that shit.
Yeah, sometimes the Stream Deck pedal is over here. That's some of my buddies out on the road, they use like, because I'll count throughout the entire show. Like if there's a song playing, if she's playing a song, even if I'm doing other mixing stuff, I'm just about always keeping the tap tempo. So I have quarter and half note delays. I'm always in time. And some of my buddies, what they used to do is they would do the same shit as like a Stream Deck. They would do it on a pedal. And they would have a MIDI CC on a foot pedal. And then they could just sit there at their board and just tap their foot the whole time. And they were always in time. They could do a delay throw. Boom, 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 boom. And it was always on. And I haven't adopted that. But now that I am using this setup, I could bring that back over and just have it as, like we said, like make MIDI be the F24, and it's just tapping it, also just giving me my same tap tempo, the same thing as that. And so it, but like you even mentioned it too, it's like you get this list of things and I want to do this, or I want to add this little thing, and it's like just finding the time to slowly implement all of that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm looking at what you do, and like, no matter how you feel about that list or the other things that you want to get done, you are a worker, both of you guys, by the way.
Absolutely.
I mean, I saw her outfit last night. I was like,
No,
you just do this for a 20-minute ferry party?
Bro,
like, what the fuck?
Bro, go hard for no reason.
It's the best.
It's so
I mean, the
hard.
best kind of people. That's so cool, man. And y'all do, it's not for no reason, though. It's not, because like the amount that brought just to the event alone, and then you were out there with her making content. Like I saw it's awesome. You're doing it like absolutely right. I'm so super humped up. You guys are like the perfect couple. And I hadn't really gotten I didn't really speak to either of you much, but I spoke to her a little bit more. I hadn't gotten to talk to you, but like I share so much with you seeing this that it's just fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's really cool. It's really cool.
You guys have done a kick-ass job.
So, and then of course because every once in a while people were like, those aren't your fucking feet.
You gotta go to the
so she has to hit that, so that way the obs bot goes down to the foot.
And then right back up.
And then it goes right back up, so yeah. And then we also have that, and then of course we have the meme zoom, you know, that's because you gotta have the slow whip. Give him the slow ramp, Morty. You know, that. But so I use the XL, and we have 2 of the small ones because we got an activation with Elgato, and this was one of the best things that happened from Kick. This is fucking rare Kick W, right? Like, in their Discord, we were part of that partner. We were phase 2 partner. We were like part of the things, poster children they were going to bring in. We were the only musician on the second phase. So it was like, we had a lot of, like, oh, fuck yeah, you know, like, so in comes Elgato rep into the Discord. Oh, we're going to hook all you guys up, because there was only like, I think 20 something of us or whatever. So they send us a sheet that was just pick out 7 Elgato products. And I was like, and I was like one of the last people to submit my form. And I saw everybody else, and they were just turning in like 1 or 2 things. They turned in like a wave mic and like an arm. And like one bitch turned in a Stream Deck Mini. $6, right? $6. Not me. Not me. I hit them for $2,700 worth of Elgato shit. Not even fucking
They sent it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Yeah. We got 2 extra key lights from them. 2, what did we get? We got 2 ring lights, 1 key light, the XL, the 4K 60 PCIe card, the Multicam Pro. I got shit that I couldn't even use then. Because I was like, if I ever want to do 4K 60, now I don't even use HDMIs. But it's like, if I ever want to, it's still sitting in the damn box in there. And it's like, but it was part of us being in that incentive and thing, and we got that, and then we literally stopped streaming a month and a half after we got that shit. Yeah. Never heard anything from it. We didn't even have to like do the activation for it. It was just like, so we have a bunch of this stuff, and when we came back around the second time, I was like, I'm gonna use this shit now. Like, I'm actually going to.
What this might be, you could say no, but what pushed the end of the streaming over there? Like, what really made you stop?
I will go as deep as you. You want me to go deep?
Go deep.
Go deep. We'll go deep. Full disclosure, Garlic Burp, if you're still in here, he knows. So the way all that happened was Sabrina does this professionally. I'll say that the baseline of this is that there is an X amount that we need for the show to continue to go on. I'm preaching to the fucking choir. So when we took the Kick thing, there was, things were already we were already on a decline in Twitch. Viewer numbers were going down, support was going down. So it was kind of a thing to where, like, if we didn't do it was shit or get off the pot. We had to do something. Yeah. And at the time, Kick was coming up. Andrew, which I'll still to this day vouch, Andrew, he's one of the only fucking people in that entire. We got to meet some of the degen fucking coders. They're mostly horrible people over there. I will say that. I'll say it because I'm out of my NDA now, and you can't fucking sue me. So most of them are absolutely horrible people. Andrew was amazing, and he was one of the real ones, and I think I don't think he'll be with them forever because he's too real. So what happened is we were declining on Twitch. We decided we would take this partnership opportunity with Kick. Kick was going to do what they call phased partners, and they were going to get paid hourly, right? So we were going to make hourly pay just for going live.
Yep, to guarantee you to make
guaranteed. Guaranteed, right? Yeah. So the way all this worked was and this is already where it starts to get convoluted. Hidden metrics are what dictated your pay rate. What? So all of us in the phase program didn't make the same amount, and they were drastically different. And not only were our viewerships drastically different, the pay rates were not correlating to the difference, right? You start to see those weird, you start to see preferential treatment, all this kind of stuff. Yep. We're in an NDA to the extreme extent that we can't talk about how much we are getting paid. We cannot talk about any of our payouts. We can't talk about any of the monetary, anything financially with our channel. Yep. They had the type of verbose to where they can retroactively come after all payments received through Kick processing if we violate said thing. So not only can they fuck us, they can come back and double dip and fucking take what we've already, you know, like it. So we just shut up. We shut up, we took a knee, and we tried to do it as well as we could. But so here's the paradox that happens. Support was already dwindling, and then we decided to take this partnership thing. So what it looks like from everybody on the outside was, you guys made it, right? Like, so you were doing this and it sucked, and then, oh, they're finally recognizing you for what you guys are doing it.
Right.
You guys have made it. You're signed to a partner deal. You're getting paid hourly to stream. You guys have figured it out.
Yeah.
So they stop supporting because there's an assumption of these fucking people. Okay, so we came in shortly after Amaranth and XQC.
Yeah.
If someone signs to a $10 million deal and someone signs to a $6 million deal, it's hard for a brain to conceive how small money I'm making.
Right.
Because they see all these zeros.
Right. Yeah.
Drum roll, what we were making per hour while we were on Kick was something to the tune of $4 an hour.
Jesus.
Less than the minimum wage in every state in the United States.
Federal minimum wage.
Less than that.
The lowest.
Fucking crazy. So it's like the last...
and for two people.
Two people. Working our asses off.
Yeah, I mean,
trying to make it harder and make it better and make it good, because you believe that more is more and more is good, you know? And so like, so we struggled for a couple months where support was dwindled. There was nothing coming in from this incentivized program. The straw that broke the back, the night that it all ended, we were doing 25 days of Christmas. It was a thing where we were streaming 25 days in a row, music every day for from December 1st to December 25th.
Whoa.
Streaming 25, which for us, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's even hard for the logistics of screaming for 25 days in a row.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That's probably the hardest.
Singing
That's
25
crazy.
days in a row is a lot harder than me pushing buttons for 25 days, right?
Yeah.
We made it about 12 days into it. And on that last day that we were there, she streamed for 4 hours and we had made $15. And it was a demoralizing blow of when we, and this again, I'm spilling beans here. I'm not holding nothing back. When we do live stuff, we're $100 an hour.
Yeah.
That's the flat rate. That gets me, that gets her,
Yep.
$100 an hour, and you get entertained. $300, 3 hours. Everybody in town loves it.
Yeah.
So it's like, to go for 4 hours and make $15, it was a thing that hurt in a spirit. It hurt, you know.
Yeah.
It's like we got to go away and we have to go. And her thing was because we streamed so much that we didn't know anybody in town.
Yeah.
We didn't fuck with them because I have my whole world here. I don't need to know you guys. So like we had to go re-meet bar owners, and we had to go back out to open mics so they could remember how good she was, so they could book her again. Like we had to do the things that you have to do to make IRL money, you know. And it's like to get those connections, because that's the way it works. And so for about a year, I say streaming as a 4-letter word is not an exaggeration. It was, we couldn't talk about it. We didn't want to talk about it. We didn't want to think about it. I didn't want it. Nothing but tears, heartache, lots of disappointment. Because we thought this is going to be the end of it. During COVID, you know, you take a couple sponsorship activations.
And the thing is, you guys are doing you have such a huge supportive community too.
Exactly.
And like, I'm seeing that now, you know, especially as you guys started back up. But I do even recall, like, it was a little bit of, like you're saying, that streaming as a 4-letter word, like when I met you guys. And I came to town the first time and I was like, yeah, I'm a live streamer. And like, it took a bit to get it out of y'all even too, and I was like,
yeah, we're also partnered streamers that we're also, that's that tail tucked like thing of like, yeah, we've done really cool shit, and like, and it hurt us so bad.
Yeah, dude.
Because it went from, again, like, and not, this is by no means a flex of anything, but when you can go from $10K a month with sponsorships to $15 for 4 hours, you're like, okay, well maybe this just isn't going to work anymore. So when I tell you, I'm man enough to say I can cry my ass off about stuff like that. It was a defeat. It was, we boxed everything back up. I literally put all my Elgato shit back in boxes. I keep all my boxes like a crap, you know, like you do. I own every box of everything that I might ever want to put back, you know. So it's like, we put everything back up and we just didn't talk about it.
What a feeling.
And it was like, and it hurt. And like, it was April. So we started April of last year. We started back up. And it was a month before. I honestly don't I remember what it was. It was because I love patterns, right? I love pattern recognition. And so like, I remember going, it seems like the world is in the same really shitty place that it was in right before COVID. And I'm a firm believer of those like black swan events that like control, where it's like, it's stuff like the wars or 9/11. It's these things that happen that you can never predict, and they always do happen.
I need that.
Oh yeah, actually we can do this. You might have to noise suppress, but we got.
Can we put exclamation point noise 1? Or I got it, Mons.
It's like it might not be too bad, but.
It's not too bad, but I can still get a noise suppressor on it. You know your stuff. You called it before I did, dude.
That's right. I have a whole plug-in that, well, I mean, you know, I have one inside Pro Tools also that like I've done vocal tracking in here to where I've had to use Clarity VX from Waves to get rid of my air conditioning unit in the background, and it's like,
you don't even notice?
No, oh fuck no.
Dude, Waves.
No, we live in a crazy time to be alive.
It really is.
It's a crazy time.
For me, I pay nothing, and then I just go exclamation point noise 1 because I can put on a single one.
And it worked great the other day because I was peeping when you get when you were doing the house reno, and it was like bow 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 bow, and you hit that it disappeared. It's like fuck yeah.
Oh, I hope it sounds good because I really have no good way other than just going to my stream on my phone of like.
That was the bane of my life when we were first starting this. Is it was like we would do the mix and then I would grab my phone and have to run outside the house because I would have to get far enough away from her to where I couldn't hear her anymore, and then to hear how it actually sounds. So I'd be like standing on the other side of the yard.
Yeah, dude, that actually sounds really good. Damn! Shout out to the free noise suppressor inside of OBS.
GG.
Do you use StreamerBot for anything?
I don't think so. No.
Dude. What? How are you doing what the fuck you're doing? So you said you were using Atom to do like things where they would change her globe, right? Mm-hmm. The crystal ball?
Yep.
Atom was digesting and being the API digester where it like would basically make it like okay, this redeem has happened. Now tell them what to do.
Thing, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And I just don't do any of that shit anymore. That's where I think where this is going is that like this time around.
Yeah.
It was a whole different thing. It was, we're doing the thing that we do.
Which is music.
We're not chasing this. We're not going to upgrade anything. I was like, I went out on top like fucking MJ. I was like, I have more shit than literally I know what to do with.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, because I want to do that thing where it's like, well, I mean, we could start again, but we got to get a new camera. And then I was like, no. There can be nothing. This thing, I can't. It's part of the mental thing of getting, you know, it's like you have to draw these lines and you have to have discipline, willpower. I'm not going to use all the frills of the things because I know there's enough people that still haven't seen. That's the thing that we forget. I know, because it's like we assume that everybody's seen everything, and you always want to make it a little bit better,
a little different. Change it. Different. Yeah, the first verse was that, but I got to change
exactly. And it's like now we've kind of gotten to where it's like if this is fucking boring, I don't know, go somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you, man. If her screaming her ass off and fucking strobe lights and like,
it's not. It's actually so freaking, like when I saw it, I was like, oh shit. Because I met you guys and you told me that and you told me that you stopped and I was like, oh, okay. And I heard her play and I'm like, yeah, they're sick, of course, as music streamers. So you picture the music streamers that you've seen and you're like, okay, they're in a room and kicking ass. And then they're better than most, like, of course. Then I saw the stream and I was like, holy shit, like goosebumps, dude. It's like, seriously, you guys are great.
Thanks, man.
And the recognition is obviously there with your community and the people that are in there. What you're saying is absolutely right. Part of me and my ego goes, oh, you could use StreamerBot for this. And then I'm like, no, I use StreamerBot for a lot of the stuff. I'm not all the stuff. I use it for fucking everything. But a lot of the stuff that I use it for is like, and I'll give you a cool example. Remind me after this, something that I could help you do or set up. Just a thought, but you don't have to do it because it is the frills. I use StreamerBot to like have a producer.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Basically, everyone in the stream becomes the producer, but guess who's not producers? Everyone in the stream.
Everyone in the stream.
Oh, you guys. It would be hilarious if we, threw a tomato and covered the screen for 10 seconds right now while we're trying to do a tour of the.
That's why we don't have sound redeems.
Yeah. Oh, you can't.
We can't.
You absolutely cannot.
Every fucking time she would be in there, deep in the field, I'm talking hard, she's singing about the family and about the love and life, and somebody do a fucking John Bonham redeem. It's just like, we can't take you anywhere, you know? So like we have
and you don't want to be disappointed because you're like, I've done, this was the part we're waiting for. You don't want to be disappointed, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I guess this is what I do, but for you, I implore you, is that the word? I implore you to consider, I'm turning my redeems off right now because I forgot, because I don't have a producer. They actually, all of my redeems though, like this is for Twitch only, because I send a second feed to YouTube. Nice. And then that feed will be completely bare. No sounds, no nothing. The only thing it's getting is absolutely this right here that you're saying. And that'll be on YouTube. Once we're done doing this tour, I'm going to shut it off. I'll start a different YouTube. That way you have this. It's for you guys. Like,
oh, fuck yeah.
You know,
well, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool.
To give my people.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever we can do about it.
So what were you going to say, though? You said there was a thing that you thought to implore me to implement.
Oh, yeah. There you go. See? Dude, you helped me. So if in StreamerBot, and this is the biggest reason I started using Streamer. Remember I told you I played on a spin bike?
Right, yep.
So on a spin bike, I had a redeem called Faster, Faster, Faster. And that redeem would be 30 seconds of me having to pedal my ass off no matter what situation I was in, and they loved it. And they wanted to fucking absolutely torture me with it.
Masochist motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, the second I got off the spin bike, people would then redeem it again and go, like, what's he gonna do faster now? And I'm like, and the first time I was like, oh, let me do push-ups. Oh, let me do burpees. And then eventually it was like, that's not made for this. And I need to like not have redeems on that are not made. You see where I'm going with this?
Exactly.
That are not made for this.
Yep.
So between songs is a different time.
Yep.
Maybe it's not a John Bonham fill that takes 10, 15 or stops the thing. But maybe you have a tier 3 sub that you'd like to recognize only as soon as the song is stopped. So you've queued this thing and it goes, garlic burps in the chat. Or just goes garlic burp, like a sound for them. And you press a button and say, we're between songs right now. And then as soon as you start tapping tempo, it goes into a song or something. You could automatically do that. And it doesn't have to be that thing that I said, but it could be, you know, the tier 2, tier 3 things are like maybe a tier 2 gets their name garlic burp, or a tier 3 gets like a drum roll and like to recognize, boom, we're here, we're in chat. So not only does it let her know it because she'll hear it, and you know she sees it too, but it can actually cue if they said something while you're in between song, like while you're in songs, it'll stay there and it'll be like garlic burp and this person and that person.
Cool. Okay, so I can cue. And
it'll be queued sitting there. You shut that queue off. You press a button anywhere. One of these, we could figure your Stream Deck. This is the perfect example.
Exactly.
Remember, I told you Stream Deck does go to StreamerBot, but not vice versa.
Right.
So you just go queue stop for all things or whatever. You create a category, and this is your queue, and they'll all be queued up. And the second you're in between songs, and you as a producer are like, she's ready to receive and see who's here. It's like, and these three people, their name come through for a tier 2. It's just their name, and for a tier 3, it's like a drum roll or something special for them. That gives you a lot of work if you do, because that's what I do. Is since the beginning, I make my tier 3 songs. I make my tier 3 subs their own song.
That's what I heard.
And it's like 30 seconds, and I'm like making all these songs, and I'm like, I can't fucking keep up with this. So like I basically have a long list that I owe, and I kind of stopped promising them for right now because I never thought I'd have a bunch of tier 3s. I thought it was gonna be like 2 people.
It's a problem you want to have.
It is a problem you want to have, but you know, I don't like having the problem of not delivering.
Exactly.
So there's that. Like just literally say their name and
holding that sort of stuff in a queue and having that as something that's a stop, because that's something that's eluded us, is that you don't, that's the thing we don't like, is that you don't have ultimate control over when things go. So if we had a way to give it a designated window of, you know, because sometimes she's out of a song and she's right back into the next one, and sometimes it is 2 minutes somewhere, which that's a long time for her, but it's like still, so that would give a way to toggle that on and off, which that's why we've just never even.
And it would give a really fun thing when you give the time for them to do that. One of the first streams I ever watched, every single time he'd play Warzone, he'd drop in and he's like, all right, we're dropping in. I want to see the flame emotes in the chat, his emo. And they would just fucking fill, and people loved it. You kind of tell them how to participate, because you don't always know how to participate. But if you're like, you clap your hands like this, half the people are going to do it. and you do it yourself, half the people are going to do it because they do want to be part of it and participate. So if you create that, like, okay, one word between songs and only one word between songs, we're going to
This is when stuff comes live.
stuff comes, and it could be sound redeems and a John Bonham fill and like they do the applause too,
Right.
for how much they want to see, and then if they put bits, the applause gets, you know, the whole fucking thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
The applause gets louder.
More
You could-
dopamine.
Yeah, you could do like if this many bits plays, it like puts a like, you can have them like repeat over each other, or you could actually have the bits thing come on, and if anyone else cheers bits after, it gets louder, and if more bits, it gets louder,
It gets
louder, and then the second, yeah, it's just like, and people, I would love that. I would love to give bits for that, and then the second it stops, boom, back to like baseline sound, like that output for your sound. All that's doable through StreamerBot. The sound part is through OBS Raw. You would be using the mixer inside of OBS.
Where do they have the mixer? It's like the actual like categories, isn't it? The dock.
It's a dock, and then it should be audio mixer is up somewhere. Scenes, scene transitions, chat. It's somewhere, brother. But I don't know. Oh, it's on your left.
Oh,
right here.
That's what I always look at. Jesus, yeah. I'm so used to looking at it that I don't even look at it anymore.
Do you use that a lot? And you do look at that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something. You could feel free
Because
to
I
not.
always do this. I have this right here.
Yep.
Is my LUP. So I'm always targeting
Many motherfuckers say LUFs.
minus 14 LUFs. I'm doing my Spotify master.
You're crazy.
So I'm pegging it at what deliverable loudness is.
For YouTube, so you don't have to go back and fuck with anything. For this, it would just be a sight thing, but this right here, I'm gonna move this out, okay? You could put it like right here, and if you were to add more things, you could go, oh, you're already in the good layout.
Yeah.
You're already in the good layout.
Yeah.
I use vertical layout, but like this, so I can see like 10 things.
Right.
And then I would like go back and forth between stats, but that for you, I'm not really showing you anything. The vertical layout was what I wanted to show you, but you're already using it here. You just only have 2 things going on, which is crazy.
That's the fucking beauty of it too, is because before there was so much more in and out and all kinds of stuff. When I got this Inbox Studio, the Inbox Studio has something that a lot of the new ones do, is it's got fold back. So I can have a direct, like my output 7 and 8 are a mirror of 1 and 2. And then inside here, it's literally just my ADAT 7 and 8. So it's not round tripping from anything. It's pulling from OBS right from the source of this thing.
Yep, perfect.
And yeah, so that way I don't have to worry about the whole Go XLR type of, or wave link, that type of thing.
Do they have any redeems or sounds they can make at all? Ever?
Nope, not anymore.
Not even?
They've ruined all their,
I know what you're feeling, dude.
It's that thing too, to where like when you get with somebody, it's like everything. Yeah, we've done all the things, and then if there's a reason why it's not, it's because there's a reason why it's not.
Yeah.
It's what in most cases that, you know.
Oh,
but,
that's so hilarious. So, yeah, I don't know. If you do wind up going back, you can either send them through here, and then you use something called OBS Raw inside. It's very easy to just, you're way more than overqualified to go Google something and go, how do I do this in OBS Raw, and copy and paste it. It's like coding, basically.
Nice. Yeah.
But you can do anything. So you can control your sliders inside of there, or you could figure out how to get StreamerBot, because StreamerBot, you can code in C#. You can get your StreamerBot to figure out how to tell this if it receives inputs, and these are powered sliders or anything, or what that is.
Motorized,
I fucking don't know. I think I know what they can do, but I don't know what these things.
Is this bad boy?
That is so sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, awesome.
Prized possession. Whenever I was in school, all of my heroes drove a C24. This was what was at their home. Like they would work at Ocean Way, and then they would go home and do their home project stuff on a C24. So whenever we got out here and when things were good, it was like, I did a recording project in town, and the person didn't have a control surface. And I was like, I am never doing another project in this town without a control surface, so I have to buy my own surface. And when I was in school, these things were right about 40 grand. And I got it from a guy in Phoenix for just over $4. So it was like it fucking,
good discount.
Yeah, it's a massive discount, massive discount. And what kind of one of the funny caveats is he was getting rid of it for so cheap because he thought Pro Tools didn't support it. And the problem is his Pro Tools was too old because there was a window where they stopped supporting it. And then they realized, like, wait, we're shooting ourselves in the foot by not just putting in 300 kilobytes worth of code to make this thing talk again. Like, come on, guys. Like,
exactly.
These are
Axiom Pro 61 that I have, the M Audio, just like went under and I can't use it with that. That's such a shame that the digital part of this is like, and you have people smart enough to just code it themselves and put stuff out there now.
I'll get around that certificate, but like, but still, it's still not.
But yeah, where's the play? I guess a GitHub or something is like
exactly
a good place to just find that. And
but so now, if you're up to date and you have the newest Pro Tools, it
works.
It is supported better than it ever has been. You know, it's just like I was like, I'm never gonna tell him.
Yeah, I'm never gonna mention.
Never gonna let him know that. But
dude,
like,
that's so sick. Hopefully, he's not watching the stream. You owe me $8,000.
And then this is the live. This is what the box that I take out live with Sabrina.
Heavy, yeah.
It's controls. So we got 18 inputs. Kick, snare, guitar, vocals, and any dupling. If we have any other bands or anything she ever plays with, they all come in here. I control all that with
and your Furman, and then this is just a mixer.
And just a wireless mixer that has. I do it all through tablet and all that good stuff.
Behringer.
Yep.
Boutique.
That's gonna be our thing. It's not Behringer. It's boutique. I can't believe it's not Behringer.
Oh my goodness. And the best part of the whole studio, can't even be in here probably. Can't even be in here when all the music's going on, huh? Or do they chill in here?
Oh, they chill in here.
Do they really?
They just
that's the best.
Yeah, they're so chill. Been all
Dude,
about
this is killer. I was not expecting
But yeah, and then I think as far like to wrap up, I think I would like to think that my due diligence of my organization of the way things are done.
It's beautiful. I love that you make scenes. To,
I make a scene that's just burner. It's a burner to tell me organization.
Yep.
I got that from EPOS.
Yep. I met him at TwitchCon 2025.
That's fucking awesome. Him
or 2024.
I would say everything that I know is EPOS, Harris, Sushi.
Great. Sushi's great.
There was, no, I never really got it because everything I got streamlined after
Nutty.
that.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, I fucking love Nutty.
Yeah, Nutty.
Dude, I fucking love him. Like motherfucker. Shout out to Nutty. I fucking love him. I love everything about him, his personality. I fucking everything.
He's great.
The thermal printing, fucking subreading. There was some stuff that I got from him. I don't remember what one of these, because again, you take what resonates and helps you and you leave the rest.
Yep.
You know, and then you just try to make it inch by inch just a little bit better. But yeah, I remember like learning the whole thing with sources and like nested scenes and all that kind of stuff, and like thinking that was such a pain in the ass. And then whenever I broke down and like did it, and I was like, oh my God, I see the power. And then source clones and like, and I'm like, oh God, power unlimited. Like you're telling me that I could do the same, you know, and just dupe it, and like shouts out Exeldro. That dude does not get paid enough to do the things that he does for OBS.
And we have like some stuff, and we did like the hype train. It flips around to this like train thing. And they're mapped to where then she's standing on the train, and all the alerts and stuff are over here.
Oh, cool. Is that automagic when it goes hype train, or you do it?
No, because we don't always want it to do it.
Streamer bot with conditions.
Yeah, the conditions is when I fucking say so.
Okay, well then.
And that's what's honestly,
that's the best part of having a
articulating
producer.
that decision.
Yeah, like you see it happen, and you're like, now's a good time, or now's not a good time.
Right.
It's so good. I simply thank you for the follow, by the way, John Mars. We see you right there.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Lurker, listen, if you guys want to follow, it is Sabrina Solo Show, spelled just like that with no the. Sabrina Solo Show on Twitch. not kick.
Thank God. We've come back.
On Twitch, and I did find her on YouTube, but all the other socials, definitely on Instagram. I saw Sabrina Solo on YouTube.
Yep.
Anywhere else you guys like make front and center?
No, everywhere. We try to just drive it all to either her Instagram or the Twitch, because that's really what converts for us.
Yep, I see a lot on the Instagram too, and it's great.
Yeah, the Instagram is where she really expresses the most.
Yep.
And it used to be way more. And then that's the other thing. Not to back to it, but whenever things were going bad, we were all hands on deck to the point to where some of the last. All right, we got this money. We hired a social media person to because we're like, we got to take it to the next. So like
Yeah.
I don't like being able to say that I didn't try everything.
Do it all.
You know, and if it'd been one of those things to where it's like, then 2 years now, we're like, well, what if we had hired a social media manager? Man, we might have turned it around. I don't ever, I can't sleep with those sorts of things. So it's like, we're going to do whatever. Hey, do not with your nasty breath.
Right there. I'm right there at that spot where it's like, and I've been there for 2 years. Like, I need to hire someone. I need to break the hump to be able to do that too.
Right.
It's difficult, dude. It's a difficult decision to make because I can do it. Just like Sabrina can.
Exactly.
You know, just like you guys. I see what you guys do. Like, you guys can, but you also can't.
Right.
Because you don't have the time.
Exactly.
To do it all
And
the way
when
it
the
deserves to be done.
When it was not only a bad hire, it was the person was sliding in DMs, acting like her. It was
weird.
It was an example of what you don't do.
Yeah, weird.
And
so you
like,
got to give them the account, but they...
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And it was like you were
person.
brought in for one thing, and the thing they were brought in for was, we need somebody to respond to comments. That's what I want you to do. I don't want to read comments. I have no reason to read them.
To be honest,
if they're good, I appreciate it, but I don't need to see it. If it's bad, I really don't need to see it.
Yeah, dude.
So it's
point.
like there's a part of it to where like I know who I am, and whenever we got this person, we were like, what we need your job to be is to just respond in a timely manner, and whether it's just heart emote or whatever, just engage with them, because I'm not going to spend the hour or two a day to do this, because it's not conducive to it.
Right.
And that was actually the thing this person didn't do. And all the other things they did were things we didn't ask for, didn't need them to do. And it was just like, and then we had the thought exercise of, this probably isn't we're not the only person that this has happened to for this part. It's like, so it's kind of like, there's a lot of,
I am totally listening.
I know. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't talk about, loss operating and stuff like that, and it's like, and this was just kind of so that's how they do it. And apparently they hire someone way better, and I don't have the money for that. So I don't have the money to vet them or to try, and like to what I don't, I'm not in the echelon of who these other people are. So yeah, it just seemed like a thing to where we try to keep it as simple as possible. And the Instagram is where she does most content. I don't want to even say daily, but that's where she does. She does all of her short form stuff there. Yeah, and then like we just really haven't had much. The one thing I do want to go back to with YouTube is offlining the VODs. Just because make you pay for the server, just because.
You could what I do is I just live stream it, and then you did it. You don't have to do anything. Just live stream it, and if you get more people coming from over there, good. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, you're saying that just actually run it over there.
Just go. Here's a live. I just did it. Mm-hmm. That's how I'm not gonna have time to go back and edit this or pull it from there and upload. Mm-hmm. I literally do it, and then it's there indexed forever. Like, the only way they know if it's even was a live stream is that it says, like, this was live streamed. Everything else, you got the description, you got everything. You're already doing the work. It's one more little description you put in.
See, that's what I was doing way back in the day.
Go live.
I was doing that back in the day with just, like, the direct upload to YouTube and then just porting it every morning. I would make a little thumbnail for it and then throw it up there. And, like, that was 5 fucking years ago. But yeah, that would be.
I heard they just made it. You see how you have like you have the 3 emblems there. You can use, I don't know what you use for that, but for most of them, you can actually get it to say Twitch, and then you can get it to say YouTube. and you can actually have both of them on your screen now. Dan Clancy just said fuck it, like 3 days ago. So there you go.
The combined.
It will combine the chat.
Yeah.
They can talk to each other, cause more hype, and it's just fun for YouTube people too. Dude, if you're getting, 200, 300, 400 over here in Twitch, and you get even 20 on YouTube,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Just don't monetize the video. That's all.
We've never had. We can't monetize anything.
Yeah. Same.
An average stream of hers, which we've had to do the rigmarole because her stuff is considered transformative. So and this is the way in the law, this is how they view it. If something is transformative, it is different enough to not take the place of the original.
Okay.
So you hearing Sabrina do Led Zeppelin isn't so close to Led Zeppelin that you don't want to still listen to Led Zeppelin.
I see.
That's where we fly under everything. We can make no money off of it.
Right.
They copyright strike everything. We don't get strikes. They claim
they do the copyright
everything.
thing where you can't show it in this country.
Demonetized.
You can't monetize.
Every fucking stream
I walk
has
around in
30 to
everything
40 of those.
Yeah.
Like they'll ping them, and like that was the one too that I was saying they even caught her own.
Gotcha.
We demonetized ourselves when she played her original and it caught it with our own spider. So it's like, But yeah, so we've never made money on YouTube. Like we've never received any money from YouTube. We have only received maybe the entire time we've been doing music together, maybe $20 from Spotify.
Okay. Wow.
And it was $50 a year. So we pulled our shit from it. I was like, I'm not. So now I just throw our shit on my website and just put my media player. I'd rather pay my $4 a fucking month for 5,000 loads. I never even reached that.
Yeah.
My community can listen to our stuff. I actually have more music on there than we had on YouTube or on Spotify because it's a pain in the ass to upload. You gotta pay to upload. So I have more music there.
Miss Reddit with the $40 donation.
Ooh. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Miss Reddit. The one and only. Appreciate. Yeah, this has been a sick tour. I've seen your stream, so like I kind of knew that it was going to be awesome, but I didn't realize how much. Even as someone that streams, even as somebody
Behind the curtain.
that does music and plays music and has recorded professionally and all that stuff, I did not expect to walk in here and see this. I mean, that's sick. I did expect this. I actually did. I didn't expect the green wall. That's kind of cool.
We did that before we even moved in.
Wow.
Because I told you our landlord was the one who gave us a stream space to actually stream in. So whenever he was showing us around at this house, whenever he finally got in here and showed us, and that picks up that story. He brought us into a house that was fully furnished because she just left. Yeah. And we were full-time RVers. We didn't have a nightstand. I didn't have a coffee table. I don't have any of this stuff because it's all bolted into my RV, you know? Like, so he was like, I got to get all this cleaned out. And we're like, leave it. It's like, you just want me to leave? We're like, dude, we need it. I need somewhere to sit, you know? We'll upgrade it as we get to it. But whenever we got to walking out here and we see this little shed and we're like, oh my God, we're going to have a strim shed. When we were in Georgia, the goal was we're going to go to the desert and we're going to buy a tough shed and we're going to put an AC unit in it and, you know, have one of those nice fold out doors. I was like, it might be hot. We'll insulate it, but we're going to have a little strim shed. We'll find some property and do that. So when we walked outside and we see this whole thing and we're like, oh my God, it's like our strim shed. And as soon as we walked in, Tate looks at us and he goes, you can paint this whole thing green if you want. Because we had already started green screen stuff. So he's like, you can paint this whole thing if you want. We were like, oh my God. So we like signed the stuff the next day. We leave from his place signing the lease to go to Ace Hardware to buy, what was it called? Sweet basil. We bought a whole thing of sweet basil, and made our first piece of content in this house was us time-lapse painting this whole corner. And I'm sure you can kind of see what's going on is that it's the vantage point of this. So if you're over here, you have full immersion from without taking up quite as much of the...
And I noticed you kind of angled this at the perfect way. Obviously, it has to be at an angle, but the perfect way for the beaters to be on the drums themselves, too.
And to be able... Because a lot of people, if the camera's wrong and the beater's behind,
if you don't see the beater hit the thing, there's like a disconnect of not quite understanding. It's weird.
It takes a bit to set up.
People will watch us for like hours and then go, "Oh, she's playing drums with her feet," and I'm like, "What were you looking at this whole time? Like, what did you see?" It's like a quarter of the screen is her feet, and then she's got those bright ass shoes. So it's like, how did you miss that? Like,
do you use Move Transition?
I don't anymore.
Oh, okay.
I just again, when I came back, I was like, install OBS, build the scenes, don't get anything until you need it, because I was balls deep into the forums, and I had all of them, man. I had every single plugin that did every obscure thing for one thing, you know, and this was one of the last editions because when we came back, good. I didn't have chat on it, and it's just the 3D skew or whatever, I think is what the plugin is.
Is that from GitHub?
I get all the stuff from, how do I even, was it properties? How do I even, oh no, it's a filter on this. No, not the audio filter.
It might be on the scene itself, right?
You're right, I bet it is on the scene itself because I nested it. So it's like.
The chat. Well, you could do it right either on that, or even on the, oh, there it is.
3D effect.
3D effect.
Yeah.
So cool, dude.
And it's an Exeldro plugin. That's all it does. But man, it is like, it's got the.
Is it Exeldro's a streamer?
He's an OBS plugin developer. If you go, chances are every plugin that you use that is worth a shit probably came from Exeldro. If you actually go to the author, all roads lead to Exeldro. Like that guy is 5-head gigabrain. Like it's just not even.
He's getting what he's fucking worth for.
Exactly for his open source contribution. God, it's like. But yeah, that one.
For the love of the game, bro.
I know exactly. Absolute menace. But yeah, I did move transitions because we used to do the thing where it would, and I had like the carousel, and when we came in from the starting soon, all the stuff flipped in, and it was all super cool. But it's just like I'm not until I
think you
need it.
Yeah, dude, it looks so good. I was just curious if you did.
And that's what, because I'm pretty, like I said, I've used, I would like to say the majority of the stuff that's low hanging. Yeah. You know, that you've seen your favorite streamer do, and like, because I've watched the video that's like how to do this hype train emoji thing, you know, and like, but the less is more is what's worked here. And all admittedly, it's like I don't want to push. We used to do marbles on stream. Yeah. Right. So we did a sponsorship with them, and things got real cool. And then they like upgraded their fucking game, and now their game kicks so much ass. I like can't fucking play it. Oh hell yeah.
Piper, thank you for the 39 months.
Ooh, 39. But yeah, so now their graphics are so fucking awesome that it taxes me hard to try to play marbles on stream. And then if I take it down to like the lowest setting, it just like looks like hammered dog shit. So I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't look cool. So like that's the only thing that we used to do before is we would do every once in a while, it would be marbles on stream, and you know the ordeal, exclamation, enter or play. Yep. They'd go in, the winner would get a song request. And that was like the whole thing of like incentivizing in that.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it's like you'd have 300 people fucking playing more balls for one song. Yeah. But yeah, whenever we came back this time around, I went to try to like get all that set up, and I loaded it up, and it was just like, this rig's not crazy. It's several years old now. Where am I? It's just the regular.
I have a second backup PC with a 3070 Ti in it.
Nice.
That I was, I'm saying this for a reason. I need to bring somewhere that's real far, that has real good internet. Huh? And then it's just a PC that sits there to be used until some reason I can't access my other PCs and shit like that. Yeah. Would y'all be interested in taking that and just using it? I have to go home to get it and bring it to you, but
I mean,
Always, whatever you need to do.
Well,
I'm happy to help.
I wonder if I could help you set up a gaming PC out here.
Because see, that's what I thought. Because I have, you know, this is my other work rig. She's got her video rig. I have media server rig, and I hope she's not watching, but I'm this close to figuring out logistics of how to get her something new. And because she's on a 3070 Ti also, Founders Edition in there. Okay. That's what came with this. And then come to find out, I don't remember how it went. One had more cores, one had more memory. We each had the one the other one needed. So I gave her the more cores, I think it was, and I took the more memory. Yeah. And it was a swap like that. But I know with all the memory shit that's going on, but I'm this close to trying to find a way to get her one of the new 93 3Ds or whatever, one of the new Ryzen 7s, like to get a new rig, because she's when she got that one was a hand-me-down crypto rig when I gave it to her. She's like, I'm gonna start video editing, and I'm like, all right, well, fucking prices are shit. I'm done mining. Here, take this rig, you know, and like, so she's been using that, and it's about time to upgrade. And that's was my thought was, when I upgrade her, that rig's gonna go to literally just a more balls rig, and it's all it's gonna do is I'm gonna just play marbles on stream, and like, because
you know about transport? Transport is within OBS. It's a little plug-in, and you just download it to each OBS, and then it'll just, no capture card or anything. It just literally over the network sends it to your other PC, the display and the sound. You don't need capture cards anymore. And that's what I use at home.
Ridiculous.
It's what I use at home. So like, once you do have, you honestly could even just like send it from in there.
I was like, yeah, you've already given it to me. Like I can have more balls set up in there.
And then you just remote in and click and there you go.
GG. That's it.
GG. I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah, see, we're already big brain shit. You've already got the lab. You've already got the gaming PC.
It might be in the house. I think it's teleport. I know it's a transport. It's one of the two, but there you go, dude. I think it's teleport. No, there's somebody. Yeah, Shinny's saying teleport. Unkle J put up teleport. Stops here. So you don't even need it in the same room. If it's just for that, you remote in and there you go.
Who's the author?
It's fucking.
Oh, damn, tuna down. Look at this fucking Exeldro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Big ups, tuna.
Move, Exeldro. See, he like the move plugin is Exeldro. Look at this guy.
Dude, look at this, dude.
Look at this guy.
Bro, thank you.
This guy.
Oh my God.
Not all heroes wear a cape.
Is he wearing a mullet? Oh, just a ponytail.
Looks like he might have like a cyber eye. Oh, he's a bad motherfucker.
This guy's dirty. Yeah.
See, so it's like move. What's another one? Shader. Oh yeah.
Oh really?
See, bro, I'm telling you, he's like the heart and soul of everything that everybody builds everything off of. Advanced scene switcher. Oh, that's not damn.
Oh, I was like, whoa, dude, no way. Downstream keyer?
Yep.
Oh, dude. Wow, I need to get downstream keyer for this splitting off stuff, because I think if I can figure out when I'm trying to like intuit, I've never even used downstream keyer. I do know what it's all about. If I can intuit a way to like have the downstream keyed stuff go to Twitch and then have the exact same scene no matter what it is, but without the overlays and stuff, go to YouTube. Then it's so much easier to build those scenes. Otherwise, I literally have to make a custom scene for every single thing I do for YouTube. And that's like picking up the bass drum and everything and going to the show. No. I'll do the acoustic guitar, bro, but that's it. WXeldro.
Yeah, WXeldro.
Visual capture device.
Come on. You want to say? Come on, sweetheart. Let's go back inside. It's getting too hot for you.
I'm blue.
Let me take them in real quick.
Come on, guys.
Sure.
Run it. Let's go inside.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. We'll get him set up on that. That way he doesn't have to get a second PC just to bring out to plug into this thing. You know? That's a GG right there, baby. Oh. What'd y'all think of the tour? Pretty fantastic, right? That's awesome. Yeah, teleport on each one.
Oh, that's what I was looking.
You, yep, you go in and basically just activate it on the one that's sending. And then you make a scene on this one, or a source rather. Or scene with a source, or whatever the fuck you mean. You know the deal.
Yeah.
And then you just send it over. And honestly, there's like a slider to say like what quality, so you use up like way more bandwidth and stuff. Mine's at 52. For some reason, the second I went to 51, I was like, I think I see a tiny quality drop. Let me go to 52. That's my suggestion. 52. You do need to pick a port. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. You said you called the internet company and told them.
I told them where their problem was, and then they told me that it wasn't. And I'm like, all right, well here, and I sent over spreadsheets. Because it was to the point to where.
Thanks for the follow, Uncle J Pop.
Oh,
Appreciate
thanks, guys.
You. Thanks, Sean Mars.
We were getting point.
Can we get shout outs? Just a regular shout out, and then can we also get the link, Shinny, to their Instagram, Sabrina Solo Show?
When that Sparklight thing happened, we were getting 0.01. That was our
megabits per second. What the hell?
Paying for a giga plan.
That's crazy.
And so now, I mean, it's not great now, but what are we running?
Are you like doing? Can you do a speed test off that?
I got a little speed test
that's
button.
actually sick. I like that, dude.
It's really cool.
How nifty is that? Another reason to like Stream Decks. I mean, macro is one thing, but the stuff you can do in here.
It's just ridiculous, man.
Yep.
And this one is just speed test, bar rate or speed test. You literally just drop the one button, you just press it, and it tests your speeds. It's just it goes to Ookla. Yeah, so 475 down, 38 up.
Yeah,
so.
And it doesn't show your IP. That's nice.
No. Yeah, that's not saying. Yeah, hindsight. But yeah, I absolutely love the Stream Decks. Those are again a product that is worth its weight in gold.
They're great.
Weight. You want to try to record something?
I would love that. Do you want me to end this? I think I'm going to end this as a tour.
Okay.
For you guys, so that you have it, and then we'll record something. Let's do it. I'll just start up another little YouTube thing. But you guys can follow Sabrina Solo Show on Instagram, Sabrina Solo on YouTube, or their main platform, Sabrina Solo Show on twitch.tv/Sabrina Solo Show.
Oh yeah. Thanks, guys.
Daddy-os. Oh, wait, I gotta end that. I gotta end it quick. They're gonna hear all this. Don't listen. If you're listening, YouTube, stop listening. This isn't for you anymore. You gotta go to Sabrina Solo Show, man.